Midnight Animal. So this was a total conversion mod for Hotline Miami. I believe the first one. It was never really specified if it was the first or second one, but it started out as a total conversion mod about a year back, like right as the level editor of Hotline Miami 2 came out. The circulation for development started actually going. Like, the game started properly being developed, and it ended up becoming a noticeable thing in the Hotline Miami community. If you mentioned Midnight Animal, people would be like, "Oh yeah, isn't that the custom game, the homebrew game, whatever?" Uh, it was There was this and the Patriots. That was another one that was being openly developed. But recently, Midnight Animal has had a bit of an update that has caused a lot of people to kind of turn away from the project, not be excited for it anymore. And that update is in the form of total like design change and all that stuff. So this is the store page. This is what it's advertised as. Midnight Animal, A Story of Love and Forgetting, that's the new title for it, is a top-down role-playing game with life simulation and visual novel elements heavily influenced by the Persona series. It was developed as a standalone total conversion of Dennaton Games' Hotline Miami. A top-down role-playing game with life simulation and visual novel elements. Now, if you've never heard of Hotline Miami before, like, let's say you're just some random guy perusing the Steam pages, and you see that something's advertised as a top-down role-playing game with life elements and visual novel elements, or life simulation rather, the first thing you'd probably end up thinking of is those countless anime games on Steam, like the visual novels, all that stuff. So alongside this, the header changed. The one before was the American flag with Midnight Animal in front of it, but now it looks like this. Midnight Animal, Story of Love and Forgetting. The face is very reminiscent of like a Japanese manga or something similar to that. So this change has kind of sparked a bit of controversy. There's like a few Steam discussions on the store page. Two of them last time I checked, as of the 21st, and they're mostly just like I don't mean to laugh at it because I really think that the developer, because I remember it used to be Multiple, I believe, he's doing a really nice job on this. Like, I know he's trying to personalize it kind of, and I really hope he keeps on going because I've been looking forward to this pretty much since the level editor came out. Like, keep up the good work. But pretty much everyone's been calling this guy a weeaboo. And, I can see that. I can see why people would call him a weeaboo, because it's heavily Japanese inspired. And also, I have some screenshots here that can help the topic. This is a picture of the game. If you've played Persona, this will probably look familiar to you. Now, Hotline Miami, the original game, had no real RPG elements in it at all. Like, there were some parts in the first game and the second game where you could make a choice, like, oh, shoot this guy or just leave him. Like, there was that, but that was like in one level. Like, that never actually ever usually happened. And for this one, for Midnight Animal, it's, as mentioned before, heavily inspired by Persona and other top-down RPGs. Like in this, the main character's on a train right now, and you got choices: read a book, meditate, take a nap. I'm pretty damn tired. You got a new message on his phone. Like, there's it's intended to make it more of like an RPG, and I'm curious to see as to which direction this is going in. While a lot of people disagree with this, I personally, I think this would be a step in the right direction. And so would a lot of other people, I assume. So this next screenshot is one of the other characters, which, as you can see, is another like heavily Japanese-inspired art style. But the thing that confuses me the most about this is this game takes place in New York. So I'm not trying to say like, oh, not everyone in New York is Asian, or I'm not trying to say any of that, okay? What I'm trying to say is it has that anime effect of making everyone look like they're Japanese. Once again, personally, I think that's fine if you're gonna be if you're making a game, go ahead, do whatever you really want. Like, you're the one making the game, I'm not the one making it, but a lot of people disagree with this, and I think that it can go places. Personally, I liked the original art style better, which was more reminiscent of Hotline Miami. But I mean, in these art styles, like these two especially, you can see that the faces are a lot more detailed, and I personally think that, like, I like the detail, but I just personally prefer the original Hotline Miami. Overall, though, I'm still excited for the project. Um, but yeah, that's probably why there's been a lot of hostility in the Hotline Miami community. It's kind of shitposty over on the subreddit right now. I would wait a little while. Overall, the change seems a step in the right direction.